However, Caitlin Clark stands out as the WNBA's fastest player to ever post 200 points or more and 50 assists. The WNBA's fastest rookie to score 150 points or more, 50-plus rebounds, 50-plus assists, and the only player who isn't Cadence Parker to have several games with 30-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists as a rookie is none other than Caitlin Clark, who has dominated the league in her first season. At the cup, Boston gets the slip, and quick up the floor is Mitchell. A stunning find from Clark as Richards as she enters the game. Richards is on the ground, Clark is stepping back 3 inches just below the logo drills, and Smith is sprinting beside her, getting it to her on the move, gorgeous and all that. She is there for her, and every time Clark removes that screen, it falls. As Melvin was foul, how many rookies in the NBA do you know have their opponent break and win in just the second quarter? Or does it get doubled like this in the fourth quarter, starting up V to the store like a brand new car? Or do opponents forget they have one more free throw to guard? He received another round of applause. Caitlin had a wonderful time. Although Caitlin Clark is unique, many NBA players and WNBA legends have had differing opinions about her since her rise to prominence. Some have acknowledged her greatness, while others have minimized her accomplishments. She is like the modern-day Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, or more like Serena Williams, the 2024 WNBA's first overall pick, which drew a record 2.45 million viewers to watch the WNBA's draft. In contrast, the 2023 WNBA Finals were the most watched in 20 years, and the 4-game series only averaged 726.80 viewers on ESPN. 4 times contrary to many, NBA champion LeBron James didn't hold back from acknowledging her star power and the contributions she makes to the league. The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport is that more people want to watch, more people want to tune in, LeBron says. For the first time in their league history, I witnessed that they had a chartered plane. They flew privately, which is something that should be honored independently by everyone in sports who has flown commercially or otherwise. Don't get things twisted. Don't get up and celebrate charter. Hospitality, which is due to Clark. Many wonderful things are going to happen because of Caitlin Clark. LeBron's claim isn't implausible because the WNBA has already seen the impact of Caitlin Clark since she was drafted. Attendance is up 156% from the previous season, and over half of all WNBA games this year have sold out. There is a 211% increase from last year's WNBA Countdown full season average, as it's currently averaging 741,000 viewers, not to mention that this year's televised WNBA games are averaging 1.32 million viewers, nearly triple last season's average of 4,620. Anyway, LeBron isn't the only NBA star to recognize her star power. In fact, 2-time NBA Finals MVP Kevin Durant was ahead of the curve as he recognized her talents before everyone in the NBA did. I remember watching her when she was a summer going into her senior year. I was in Chicago for 3 days for the Girls O Nationals. Yeah, and all ages. And I happened to see the 17 under girls, and she was in the championship, her team from Iowa. Like, I figure up a few of those girls on her team now. She was always leading that. Always had the ball in her hands. Everybody was playing off of her. She just commanded the whole game. Like, who the hell is this? She is nice. He was like, oh, she the best player in the country? It's like, oh, damn, I see it now. Like, you know, like when you walk in, you don't even know who anybody is. And it's just like, yo, that's the best player in the country right there. It's just like, yo, that _ hit you out of nowhere, like following her career. And she stayed at home in Iowa, and last year she was killing too. The Caitlin Clark KD described back then was the real deal, and the greatness was obvious from the get-go. In her junior season in high school, she had a 60-point game, the second highest single-game point total in Iowa, 5 on 5 girls basketball history. In that particular game, she had 13 three-pointers, a record in itself. Interestingly, the way she plays is not all three-pointers, because according to the only other player not named Caitlin Clark to lead Division 1 in points and assists per game in a single season, she is unguardable, and the way she plays is unbelievable. But, I mean, it's crazy, like 40 and 12. Like, people don't understand, like, that's not easy. Like, scoring and then getting everybody involved. Like, what she's doing is I mean, if you look at it, the beginning of the game, she was just driving to the basket. She was getting layup after layup. And so at some point, the defender that's guarding her way out on the perimeter because they don't want her to shoot threes is going to sag off and be like, okay, I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to let her just keep driving, baby. Yeah, so then she was dribbling with her left, and then she was using her hang dribble just to read if she was going to be able to blow by a defender or not. And she was just doing step backs and side steps and dribbling in the lane, dribbling back out, and then shooting threes. But it started with her getting to the basket, just getting some layups, getting easy ones, getting some and ones to start the game. Like, you could tell that she had a plan on what she was doing. Legendary Magic Johnson tweeted that Caitlin Clark might surpass him because of her incredible play in college, which included the first ever 41-0 triple-double in the history of the Division I NCAA tournament. Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. The fact that so many players, including me, have never had a Kins 4-tip point triple-double is what makes it so unique. Larry Bird or Michael Jordan. In a tweet, Magic Johnson even acknowledged that following WNBA legend Diana T's illustrious college career, he had a second story about his basketball career. At UConn, at Caitlin Clark 22, Caitlin Clark's incredible basketball career is second only to Diana T's stellar career, during which she won 3 national titles. I'm going to record that she's the best female collegiate basketball player ever. I don't know about you, Maya Mo, though Magic Johnson tweeted that she firmly believes she's the second greatest. Another Hall of Famer thinks she's the best female collegiate basketball player ever. I was disrespectful when I said what I said. Nobody has ever shot it like Len Clark, who says, "I'm disrespecting no one, just my opinion, and I'm not going to change it." Although Shaquille O'Neal can be contentious, you must realize that there is some validity to that assertion. As the only player in Division I college basketball history to score at least 3,800 points, Caitlin Clark is the all-time top scorer, male or female. The point guard, who has 1,000 assists and 950 rebounds, is the only player in NCAA Division I women's or men's history to lead her conference in scoring and assists for 4 consecutive seasons. She is also the first NCAA Division I player, man or woman, to make 200 three-pointers in a single season, breaking the record previously held by Steph Curry. As a result, she has been compared to the 2022 NBA Finals MVP because we have never seen anything like this. She is making 3-pointers from the logo, which I never thought I would see, and she is making them. She isn't in the WNBA yet, but her playing style and threes have earned her comparison to Steph Curry, with the future Hall of Famer even acknowledging that they have the same release time and range. I watched someone break down the release time, which is almost exactly the same as mine, and then she simply exuded confidence. You can't help but watch her play when she shoots from the range because of her confidence and flair. But that's not the only thing that makes their games similar. We all talk about how quick her release is, about 43 seconds or 410 seconds, which is a little faster than even her floor game. And according to a number of